Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is the Spartan Toy Hunter and this is the Kitbashing of General Hawk. This character has not shown up in the G.I. Joe classified line yet. I grew a little impatient and I decided to try to make my own. I got some ideas from other YouTubers like Punker Mike, who was able to get the code from Old Man Logan and put it onto Cyclops, and I figured I could possibly do the same thing. And I want to show you all the pieces that I used, both Marvel and G.I. Joe. And I'm going to show you all the stuff I ran into so that you can get some shortcuts to get to your destination faster. So let's begin. So these are the characters that we're going to be using Kit Bash General Hawk. We're going to get started with Flint. We're going to use his legs and torso, removing his head and his arms, including his vest. And we're going to be using the head of infamous Dr. Doom right here. Going to be using that head to be placed onto Flint's body to give him more of a mature look. So we're going to also start working on taking this coat and these arms off of Old Man Logan, which you can find in the Warlock Build-A-Figure wave, the only one that had no Build-A-Figure. So we're going to be taking those parts from him. And J. Jonah Jameson, he has some pretty good hands that we're going to be using. Fisted hands, pointed hands, and gripping hands. So I think we might be doubling that newspaper as like battle plans of some type. And we're going to be very compatible with the arms of Old Man Logan right here. And as you can see, I've already taken off one of the arms. So we're going to be going over how to put that together. So here we go. As you can see, one arm is off. So we're going to go ahead and get started by deconstructing it. So this is what it looks like without the coat, and this is from the Old Man Logan and Hawkeye 2-pack. So the brown of the arms is not quite as dark, and so we're just going to stick with the original Old Man Logan coat. So as you can see, these are not able to be just heated and popped off. They are really in those sockets. So we're going to need to really heat it up, use some adhesive to separate it. I'm going to show you right now. So I'm going to take this coat off. Okay. So right here are the spots that I use the paint thinner to thin out as much of the glue as possible. So I used it along that trapezius line right there, and I tried using it on the side here. I may not have put enough, and I took a huge chunk out of it. That was not good. But, you know, so I did a better job on this side. Still a little gap in between, but it could still be reused for something. I'm checking to see if I can get another Wolverine to maybe give him some sleeveless arms. Maybe give him some, you know, short sleeves. But well, there's the head, and once I was able to get a certain part opened up, I was actually able to kind of start moving around the torso to open it up. So let me show you what it looked like when the arm peg was in there. So when you close that up and you take a look at how much that end was really in there, there's no amount of boiling that was going to be able to get that arm out of there. It was going to damage something, either the torso or the arm itself. So you just kind of have to do it this way. And so that's what the plug looked like on that end, and this was the arm that we were going to be using. So let me take you to Flint's body. So there it is right there. I boiled, I removed the arms, I was able to get the vest off, and as you can see, I was able to get started on one of the arms of Old Man Logan on there, and this is the arms that I boiled and popped off of. So the vest, I'm thinking, yeah, this is definitely a Punisher project down the line. So I've got too many ideas right now, so I gotta write that one down. So this right here is, you know, definitely, it's working. It definitely works, but we'll go over some things I have to do to fix it. But let's get to comparing the arms and what the sockets look like. Here they are. So very thick on the Old Man Logan arms, and flint much thinner. And if you ever take a look at the placement for the socket for flint, it's not a very big piece, it's very small. And so we're going to have to really shave the top end of that plug from Old Man Logan to match up. So we're going to have to take it slowly when we shave it. So that's just not the only part that we're going to have to work on. We also have to work on the neck to thin this out as well. I don't want to overstretch the socket that connects with the flint body there. So we got to work on the neck, shave off the top, and try it slowly so that we don't overdo it and make it too loose to where it just easily pops out. So this, I actually want to take a break to thank Punker Mike for this inspiration. He was the one that was able to give Cyclops his coat from the Old Man Logan. So his link is down in the description below. All right, so let me show you the end result of my work. I shaved the head as close as I possibly could. Also the neck, worked on that a little bit. And I think I got it as close as I possibly can. So we're going to test it out. That's the area that I kind of shaved off there. So I think I may have gotten it. So I have to check to see if the torso agrees with me. So let's go ahead and let's give it a shot. So I've already boiled the body, or at least the torso. So I'm going to lick the end of it and see what happens. All right, and there is the end result right there. I apologize for not showing you the pop-in. I thought I was actually filming, but it actually did not. So there it is. And let me just show you how well it worked. So I shaved it down even more than you saw before, and as you can see, I can change it in any direction I want. The other side, not quite as much. I think I have to shave the shoulder down where I just pointed to right there. I think I did a little shaving on the other side, and I thought I had pushed it too hard, but it seems like I might have to get that left shoulder to match up with what I did on the right one. So I actually have to shave down deeper so that that shoulder can come up higher than what it's doing right now. So still good. It's still doing its job, but the right one seems to be doing a better performance of mobility there. So that is, look at that, nicely done. And it's looking very at home with that body. So let me put the coat on. Slipping it on. And just by the way, I'm doing this for the very first time as we're watching this. So this is the first attempt that I did for this. So once you get the first arm, you're gonna get the second arm. So, but as you can see, take a look at that. There we go. We got the camouflage shoe. We got the camouflage pants. We have, now look at that. The coat is on. It's matching up well. And voila. There it is. So let's put on the Dr. Doom head right there. And there we go. We got ourselves a great general right there. General Hawk. Looking up, looking down, looking all around. Now, the neck, the head is not compatible with the ballpoint, the head right there. So we're going to have to maybe do some glue, some hot glue gun on the socket to create a more stiffer placement of the head there. So I may do that in a future video, but for today, I'm just going to focus on General Hawk. So this was my attempt to try to put the beret on, and failure. Did not fit. Too much hair, was not put in the right. The hair was just too placed. It was too combed in a way that it wasn't going to allow that beret to fit. So, and there we have it. So we got the coat on, but there was something else that I saw from another video, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the description below on where I found that, but somebody did heat up, and they noticed that there were these these boots on, basically all of them were mostly backwards. So I think I'm going to try to heat them up and flip them. So let's see what it looks like. And there it is. And the figure actually was standing much better. And it actually looked, so this is the after. So you may have to rewind it to see the before and after on that one, but I was definitely seeing that this looked much better than the previous position of the boots. So I had to switch the right to the left and the left to the right, and they actually worked out pretty well. All right, and now we come to the shoes. So what I did was I used the Old Man Logan boots, and which the colors matched the boots that Flint had. So I did a switcheroo on them, and now now General Hawk has a different style of shoe that looks different from all the other GI Joes. Now looking at the shoes for Flint, they do look a little kind of cartoonish, a little too round for me. The first thing that popped in my head was Popeye. That was, Popeye, Pluto, all their shoes, very round and very, very cartoonish. So I'm kind of glad. I like this new change. So let's go ahead and let's get to the next step. So the final piece that we're looking for comes from the Roadblock Amazon exclusive heavy artillery. So this right here is the helmet that we're looking for to put onto our General Hawk to make the final touch. So we're going to grab that helmet and plop it in, see what it looks like. And at first, without doing anything to it, this is what it looks like. The helmet does not go all the way down, and as you can see, the helmet rim and the eyebrows are not quite close because you can still see a whole lot of his head. Has a whole lot of his forehead, actually. So let's go ahead and boil it and reshape it and see what it looks like afterwards. Here it is. And that's the end result. It's much closer. It's deeper onto his head. I may have to shave some of his hair, possibly, to make it kind of come down even deeper, or maybe shave into the helmet. But for the most part, that's it. So there we go. So let's do the final rundown. Let's look at all the pieces that we used to make this happen. So here they are. This is the lineup, all the pieces that I needed to make General Hawk. So there's the helmet. There's him right there. You got the head of infamous Iron Man. You have the arms and coat of Old Man Logan from the Warlock wave. There he is. Quick appearance. Then we have, and don't forget about his boots. So we also used, the main star was Flint, his torso and his legs. We had the helmet from Roadblock. And I don't know if you see it now, but we are using J. Jonah Jameson's hands right now. So that concludes this kit bashing of General Hawk. I hope you found this very useful. If there's any technique that you'd like to have a kind of a deeper understanding of maybe some of the stuff that I wasn't able to put down, please let me know in the description below or the comments below. Please hit a like, subscribe if you like the content. I do have some other ones that are coming up. If you have purchased the Johnny Storm Amazon exclusive, the non-flame figure, I do have a video in my channel that will show you how to kind of spice it up with the flame on Johnny Storm figure that's out. So combining the two and being able to get a really good figure out of that. So if you're interested, check out my channel, and there's a video that describes how to do that. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. I hope you all stay safe out there. And until next time, Yasis.